kindness, the most transformative power. This, especially now having a girl in the mix, has really kind of impacted me quite a bit. There's these 3 videos that I've linked in the blog that I want to talk about today, and it's, I think, for men and women both, but especially women, the expectation of beauty is so high, especially with all the movies and whatnot. It's kind of something that's really been kind of running through my brain. And it's amazing, if you look at children, right, they have this just absolutely wide-eyed optimism of everything. Whether it's, learning how to walk or learning how to talk. Yet somehow as adults we kind of lose that somewhere along the way. Almost to the point where it's almost kind of caustic, right? We don't want to learn anything. We kind of shrivel, our light inside just kind of dies off. And watching these videos, it's kind of like wondering why and what can we do about it. And I think one of the best ways to kind of make the world better is rekindle our flame, because if we're reigniting our internal flame, we can help so many other people. And these 3 videos really just kind of hit it on the nail for me. The first video is about a very brave woman from the blog My Pale Skin. She has very, very strong acne. I mean, you can see it pretty much covering her face, and so the video is basically her not wearing any makeup, and then it's her putting on the makeup and the difference between those, and at the end she takes it all back off again. And the comments on the video that she had done were really just kind of horrific. I mean, people were so mean, putting her down, and I was like, why are we, at what point did our society turn into that, like, that's an okay thing to do? And so, like, how do we improve that? Where do we go from there? And I think she is such a brave woman, to be able to go out and do that and help change people's opinions and make the world a better place. And especially with a girl now in the mix, it's one of those things. It's like, she's going to have to deal with this, and I kind of want to prepare myself for how to prepare her for this world that we live in. So it kind of almost brought tears to my eyes watching some of the comments. But it gives me hope, because she's found a way to deal with it herself, which then allows me to be confident in the fact that I'll be able to teach Bridget on how to deal with that when she gets to that age. And men too, it wasn't as much early, like 50 years ago, let's say, but now I think men are starting to feel that same kind of pressure to look like the models of Hollywood. In the second video is the Jubilee Project, and this really kind of struck a chord with me too. It's about a filmmaker who asked people, if you could change one thing about your body, what would it be? And all the adults, pretty much unanimously across the board, said, I want to change something negative about myself. How I look, how I run, how I walk, how I talk. My ears are too big, stretch marks. And then he asked 25 kids, what would you change about yourself? And almost across the board, it was, I want to fly, I want wings, I want, this beautiful imagination. So it's like, where do we flip between, self-criticism and all that to this just beautiful childhood imagination? So, like, how do we get back to that? And then the last video is Shay Glover, who went around telling people, filming herself, telling other people that I take pictures of things that I find beautiful. And she's taking pictures of people and watching people's faces just light up when they finally realize what's going on. There was 1 or 2 that was pretty negative, but overall it was just to watch their body language and open up, the shoulders got back, and they just, you could see them just lighting up with pleasure. So it's got me thinking, it's like, I think so many times in this society where everything's so quick fix that we kind of lose that personal self within it. Self-sabotage and fear and unhealthy expectations. But I think these videos give clues to how we can improve all of that. Creating that realistic expectation of beauty. Humans aren't Photoshop masterpieces, that we're real and raw, and how to treat other people with respect and love and be silly and remember that, at the end of the day, all we're trying to do is survive this little race we call life. And to kind of close it out, I think there was a really great phrase: live without pretending, love without depending, listen without defending, and speak without offending. And I think if we can live up to the ideals of that quote, I think we can make this world an even better place. So I'll leave you guys with that, and see you guys another time.